Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy the Prince.
I am CEO AALIYAH.
And it's your boy, DJ B4EY.
Yes, sir. It's the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show. We are back. We got TK Lee in the building. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? We had to let one of the queens of the, the gospel hip hop world. Is it gospel? You do gospel hip hop?
I just call it life music. It's
Life
music. It's music with substance.
Okay.
I like that.
What kind of
Yeah, I
stuff?
like that too.
Can I steal it?
No, I've been saying they know I've been saying that for a minute.
It's music with
say it.
substance.
I
It's
love
just music.
that.
It's testimonial music.
I love
and,
that.
and you won't hear God in it because he all in me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We got Miss Day in the building. Miss Day pulled up a seat.
Yes, I love it.
So this is
Finally.
What you talking about?
It's been a
Wait,
long
I
time
already
since
been
you...
in here
Twice.
when y'all
that's
first
right.
started.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this was before.
Nah, she
before
wasn't
Leah
here.
got
No. Yeah,
Leah
I
wasn't
haven't.
Yeah, Leah wasn't here. Not yet. She
Wow,
wasn't here
I gotta
yet.
come
First
back.
time she made it on time.
Of
Okay.
course.
Wow.
Of course.
Yeah, y'all was still looking for a female, and then I had to put y'all on game.
You put us on game?
I put y'all on game. Period.
Jesus did it.
You put us on game.
Jesus
I put y'all on game. I told y'all. I said, listen, Aaliyah's the woman for the job.
Oh,
You remember that?
nah. Okay. All right, so listen. This is a very rare moment because we have a big event that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we got the first ever
The first.
all female cipher
Yes.
at the Gospel Hip Hop Awards 2022.
2022.
Y'all excited?
Definitely.
Hey, we got a Queen Lee that's gonna be there. Dropping bars.
Period.
We
They
got
better
Miss
put some
Day.
respect on her
We
name.
got Miss Day that's gonna be dropping some bars.
Yeah.
And TK Lee gonna be in there as well. Yo, so why is this so important? Like, tell me why is it so important for the female voice to be heard as it pertains to Christian hip hop or gospel hip hop? I'm sorry, whatever.
Whatever denomination you prefer to be called.
I feel like y'all get the love y'all supposed to get in the industry.
Go ahead. First of all, I don't even like being on the mic. I don't even know how I'm even.
By
But
default,
anyway.
I ain't gonna answer first because I'm the youngest in the game, so y'all need to answer that.
No, I'm still I'm still.
No, but you older than me in this, and you definitely.
Okay, what's the question? I was gonna say,
Do females
Do
get?
y'all have? Do you guys feel that the females have a voice? Is that what you said?
Do we have a
do
question?
you feel like don't say that?
How important is this?
I'm just asking the question.
He said, how important?
Okay.
Okay.
how important?
Oh, and it's extremely on so many different levels. I think it's important to have feminine women doing this.
Oh,
that is
how she went there.
That I think that's a big part. Because a lot of times I feel like females feel like they have to it's like, no, you can be.
They have to what?
They have
Go ahead,
to
make it sound.
They have to.
Make it sound.
Give her an Oreo.
Hold on, I was about to get into him raw. Hold on, wait, because I always speak on this. Because I was gonna say I always speak on this. When I first even stepped in there, how I dress and what I look like, they gave me so much backlash, and
They
I
thought you
was
were
so
trying to be
grateful when I
sexual?
found you because I was like, dang, another female that
You
does
got my
it.
husband,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like another female that is tapping into that feminine
Yes,
energy instead of
yes.
I could wear my sweatpants, I could wear my sneakers, I could
Yeah.
wear my hair up in a ponytail
Yeah.
and get down, but
Yeah.
it's like I like to be feminine. I still like to represent for the ladies, and that's why it's important because we don't have a lot of that.
What kind
Yes.
of backlash y'all was getting?
Man, people was telling me my clothes was too tight, but I can't help. If you got to figure, you got to figure. It
Okay,
ain't-
can I answer right there?
Well, first of all,
I want to say something. They only say something about that if you have a body, because they ain't saying nothing about anything. If you, it's like, no, it's not about these clothes being tight. It's just, when you have curves. And this was actually a discussion within the female. It was a whole shebang within Christian hip hop.
Really?
I think who started it? I think Miami started it. And then I said something. The crew hip hop reposted it, and Wande stepped in, and she was like, her words was, I get as many shows as I get because I'm more. What was the word she used?
well,
I'm more like adorable. And
What?
so like I'm viewed as adorable because she's so little, and so it's not like I won't speak on her anymore.
Oh.
But if you have curves and you are sexy, if just using that word,
I'm tapping into that woman energy.
you have
period.
that backlash. As a Christian artist, you have that backlash. And so it's like, y'all, we're not gonna wear sweats. We're not wearing a big t-shirts to make y'all comfortable
Exactly.
because It's one thing. It's one thing to be overly revealing. You know, that's a thing. You know, but being pretty. To answer your question, I think the feminine energy is needed to see females rap that have curves, that are beautiful, that have nails, that have lashes, but we still can get down with the dudes. I think that's the important part.
I would say something, but I'm not allowed.
No, you can.
No, I
Can
can't.
I say something?
So why say that?
Right.
Well, I know I can't stand when folks do that. Like you know dang well we was gonna want to know what you want to say. Now go ahead and spit it out.
What I want to say, but I can't.
Go ahead and spit it out.
Hey, can I say something?
Go ahead,
What's up, Chris?
Can I say something, please?
Yeah,
Is that cool?
we can hear you.
All right, so I will tell you, I went to a certain church where there was a certain pastor.
Period.
Where this pastor was Grammy nominated, and I'll let y'all figure out from there. All right.
What are you talking about?
Babe, I was getting there. I was about to go there.
I would say this, right? Number one, I definitely think it's important that women in this industry definitely dress feminine, because you know what? There needs to be feminine role models.
Fact.
You have these young ladies growing up and everything else, and so if they have no role models, then who can they turn to? They're going to turn to the Cardi B's. They're going to turn to everything else, because there is no other women out there that's, you know what I'm saying, keeping it nice looking and keeping it classy at the same time and looking good and feminine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So number one, that's definitely a reason why. Number two, I would say this right here, that I think it's wrong for women who dress feminine to receive a lot of backlash that they get, because really when it's all stems down to, it stems from oppression.
Ooh.
All right. And I say it's oppression. And the reason why is because if you go to a church, I went to this one church. It was a hip hop church. Not gonna say no names.
I know who you're talking
but we
about.
went to the church.
To say it.
It was 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
You saw all the brothers there playing volleyball, had their shirts off, jumping, playing basketball, playing volleyball,
With the wet
swimming,
shorts.
no problem. Wet shorts, everything, right? You don't see anybody checking a man, you know what I'm saying, about, hey, know what, modesty.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sin does not gender based.
Yes.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, sir.
And so
That's a
the
preacher.
issue really is, once go back to oppression, is because you know what? There are people who deal with their own weaknesses. And because they had their weaknesses and their desires, what they want to do is they want to turn around and project their weaknesses on other people. And because of that projection is the reason why, you know what, a lot of women have problems. It caused a lot of confusion. And then you also have some of the other sisters in the church, because you know what? They're upset because maybe they might let themselves go. I don't know.
They
But
be
know what I'm saying?
jealous.
But then they turn around looking at us like, oh, well, look at that. They looking at her. So it's a whole bunch of hate. So what we have is men not dealing with their own issues. You have women dealing with envy, and all that sin is causing problems, which leads to oppression. So that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, somebody
So
get that
I'm
man
not
a-
gonna- I'm not-
talk.
I'm not
You
gonna
look
go
so
no.
good,
I'm really not
too.
gonna go no further, because I could talk for days about
I
this
believe
subject.
somebody get that man a
You know what I'm
towel.
saying?
No,
But-
He up there preaching.
but at the end of the day,
That was everything.
at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Instead of people worrying about what other folks is wearing, they need to look inward and see, you know what I'm saying, why they're having those thoughts, or why that stuff is bothering them. Because know what? There's another underlying issue, and they need to focus on that first. You know what I'm saying? So
good.
at the end of the day, a woman cannot help how she's turned around and made,
Yeah.
how she's built.
Yep.
She got
You know what
sex
I'm saying?
appeal or not?
Exactly, because you know what, and sex appeal is really is
To the eye of
sex
the
appeal
beholder.
is only sex appeal when a person is beautiful.
Oh shoot, God, you saying
Sex
somebody
appeal is
ugly?
only sex appeal when a person
Oh, wait,
is beautiful.
hold on, babe.
I don't know, man.
Right,
I've
right,
seen
right.
some ladies
Fire
that
us.
look
They
pretty
gonna
hit, but
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Well, he
let me
has
explain
a
what I'm saying.
preference. Everybody got a
No,
preference.
no.
Something that look good
And
to
let
you
me
might not look good.
No,
You
no,
know.
bro.
Let me explain.
I mean, I get it.
All right, when it,
gotta clean it up a little bit.
and when I say look good, a person who just like TK Lee said earlier, a person who Kevin Samuels might deem the two might be a billion to somebody else, so she still looks good.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's in
I'm
the eye
not
of
saying
the
people
beholder,
ugly,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is sex appeal is only considered sex appeal when a person looks good to that person.
Yeah.
That's my whole entire point.
Yeah.
So if being shaped like SpongeBob,
Oh shoot.
what?
Babe, you know
I said
what?
if being shaped
It's my
like
type of
SpongeBob,
energy.
I'm saying.
It's the SpongeBob for me.
Built like a sack of laundry.
Listen, if there is men who like women shaped like SpongeBob,
No, that's true.
SpongeBob, and you ain't SpongeBob material, then guess what? He gonna think you ain't all that. He was like, she kind of thin, man. They ain't my
Oh, my
type of
thick
this
one.
and the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah. I
I
know,
want
I
me a
know.
big square woman. You know what I'm
Shoot.
saying? They might like
I ain't never
that.
seen that before.
Big square.
You know what I'm
Not a
saying?
big square. Yo, what is wrong with him?
What are you saying?
Hey,
I'm sorry. What I'm saying?
Big
Somebody come take this
Hey, man, put the mic down, bro.
Y'all taking it somewhere.
I'm just playing.
Y'all taking it somewhere where it's not going. going. What I'm saying is
SpongeBob. It is
everybody has
But just being honest, it's some round people, it's some square people, it's some shaped,
never seen a square woman before.
I mean,
That's
they
weird.
do.
Oh, yeah?
I seen some square women. I'm just saying.
Y'all,
I seen some square men too.
real quick. What's the woman in the Bible that like saved a generation from going into war because she was so beautiful?
It wasn't who? Sarah?
Was it Sarah?
Esther.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Esther.
So
she be in her word
when
for real.
Okay, so let's talk
don't know
about
about
feminine
Esther.
energy.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fact that she literally stopped people from getting murdered.
Yeah, she
got
saved her
in a
whole-
room because
yeah.
she was beautiful. So it isn't even just about sex appeal. There is a place for beautiful women. When they described women in the Bible, if that woman was beautiful, they made sure they said, and she was beautiful,
Yeah.
and she was this.
Yeah.
There's a place for us. It makes no sense for us to not be represented. It
Period.
makes no sense. So it's even like what he said, when you don't have women that wear lashes, is like, well, is lashes okay? Well, if you see a bunch of us that are pretty that got bundles, but we got substance, we know our Bible, we're married, we're living right. It's like, boom, there's the role model. Because like you
Period.
said, all you have is Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion now.
And if you being real honest, them are not something that I would want my child to look
Absolutely
after.
not.
Period. No, I
Absolutely
don't want
not.
my child on there talking,
absolutely
popping
not.
her cootie cat
Yeah.
and showing the world her buns. I ain't no.
The cootie cat.
Really?
Nah, my daughter can't do that.
No, facts. Then she
I
gonna
know
have
my daughter
respect
gonna
for
have shape,
herself.
so
Yeah.
I'll
So I
definitely-
think it's incredibly. I think it's not
She
only
gonna be-
important for culture. I think it's
Yeah.
important for the men in Christian hip hop too.
Oh yeah.
Like we hear.
Period.
You have shape?
And it-
no. She said, "Answer your question."
oh, somebody get the man.
And cut his mic. That was kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
To have a shit.
I was gonna say, like, really, honestly, and I what I've been noticing with this whole Christian hip hop thing, they really like one of the things that I can't stand about it is that while we're talking about feminine energy and how we tap into that energy, it's like the only people that they tend to push or put in the front line is those who dress with sweatpants and there's no shade because some of them be having bars and they be fire with it, but those the only people that they push.
Because that's who they're comfortable around.
Exactly, but I'm not trying to make you comfortable.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
like I'm really not.
What you trying to do?
I'm just trying to spread the word, and spread some love. You know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
literally told by a male dominant Christian hip hop artist,
Who?
straight up let me know, like, hey, you're gonna have it more hard. Like the men in the within the industry, they are absolutely more comfortable with the female that wear the sport bras and the
'Cause they
sweats.
can't- they don't
And
have- they
there's
don't-
nothing for me to be like,
Yeah.
lusting over, or like, dang, okay. Especially if you married, it's like I'm not supposed to look, but like she fine, so I don't gotta worry about that. It's easy to sign her.
But-
it's easier to have it at
That's
your
a mess.
shows.
That's
It's
their
easy-
problem then.
I was gonna
But
say,
it's-
but people don't
it's a thing.
understand what true sin is. Like, if you're dealing with lust, it's not the lust that's a sin. It's the fact that you act on that lust. Now, if you have in your mind and you looking at a woman and you ponder on that and you're like, and you're undressing her with your eyes, you can acknowledge a beautiful woman or a beautiful man because women have eyes too.
But don't the Bible say you sin in your heart first?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie about
Yeah,
that.
it
But
the
I'm
Bible
just
says
saying,
you
as
sin
far as
first
like,
in your heart, and then the action follows.
yeah. So I'm saying, as you ponder on that thought, though, like a thought can cross your mind, but you don't have to manifest
Make a
it.
move
You don't
on
have
it.
to make a man. Like, if you're dealing with something and you let that thought manifest and keep replaying it and you're dwelling on it, you're going to fall into that
But
sin.
I think it's the thoughts that bother them. Like, dang, I hate I'm even thinking this. I hate that I'm in this type of
Yeah.
a church, a Christian concert, and I'm like, gosh, Lee,
Yeah,
like
facts.
it's just uncomfortable for them, and
But should that be?
a them problem.
Yeah, like why does that have to be it got to be a problem for you all for like that? Why?
Because it's less of us. So if it was more of us,
It needs
it's
to be
like
more.
you gotta deal with it.
So you
Like
saying
we're
there's
everywhere.
more squared, bad
No,
body built,
SpongeBob looking.
SpongeBob
No,
looking.
even they can even be
No,
beautiful
I mean,
too, though.
No,
Laundry built.
no. I'm saying there's more men than women. So even like y'all, I am
okay,
not commenting
Mom,
on
make a
the
sandwich.
on the
Make
square.
a sandwich.
No,
Make a
I'm not doing
sandwich.
the SpongeBob stuff. Because you can be curvy but still wear sweats, and they're okay with that as long as they don't see the curve. They're good.
Yeah.
just don't see the
They
curve.
see it. They just be lying, bro.
They just be like,
I just feel
Let's
like
keep it
the
real.
world
Let's
is
keep it
so
real,
full
bro.
of.
y'all see the curve with the
Lying,
sweats.
bro. They be lying, bro.
Not if
No.
it's
They be
pretty
looking at them nuns like,
oversized. If it's
looking
pretty
like
oversized
This
sweats
segment is
and
going
t-shirts.
viral.
It's going to,
Just wanna put it out.
I'm just saying.
So
Let's
do
get
y'all,
back to
feel,
the gospel.
do y'all feel a pressure to perform like exceptionally well at this event during the cypher?
Yeah.
That's just who I am. That's gonna
I mean,
happen.
I was gonna say like
That's facts.
What?
I feel no.
I don't feel no pressure. I
It's
just
like
get up
it's
there
time.
and, you know.
It's just like it's been time.
What about you, Aaliyah?
It's been time.
I don't
you
feel
feel?
I don't feel pressure, but I definitely feel like, you know, God opened His door for me. Me being like, I ain't been rapping. I don't even got no music out, and I'm on a cipher. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Look at
have no.
God.
That's 'cause
I don't
you
have
fire.
no. I don't
Look
have
at
no music
God.
out by myself. You know what I'm saying? For God to open His door for me, so I don't feel pressure, but I definitely feel the heat to let people know who I am.
Period.
You know what I'm
Period.
saying? So
And you gonna do that?
And she is.
It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
and that's another thing. Like, regardless of if a woman is shaped like this, that, sweatpants, whatever, bro. If God told you, you gonna go.
Yeah,
Period.
Regardless, and
That's
God gonna
real.
open the doors. Like,
That's real.
I don't know how I got here. You know what I'm saying? Not even just the female cipher. I'm talking about here, my bid, everything. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
gonna
God,
happen.
it was written already that I'm gonna go, so I'm going.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
That's facts.
Speaking on that, I think that is the encouragement for all female, you know, feminine Christian rappers is to know like you don't have to go that way. Stay in your
Yes,
lane. Like stay
yes.
there because it is intentional. It is written. It is planned. And I have to remind myself of that too because being in Christian hip hop and just rapping for almost a decade now, it's been so many like, dang, maybe I should rap this way. Dang, maybe I should like not wear this and not have this hair and not do this because it there is that pressure, but then you are reminded, oh wait a minute,
Exactly.
who told me I had this gift? Wait a minute, who gave the gift? Wait, who is the source? Wait, who opens the doors? Wait
You
a
don't want to be
minute.
disobedient.
And literally
Period,
the more
'cause-
the more that I grow, I'm like people matter, but people really don't matter.
No, for real.
They
Because
don't.
you'll
Like,
get
they
lost
really-
in the sauce trying to
You
find,
will.
like, then you'll end up stealing other people's stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
trying to do what other people do. That's
And that
why
ain't
I
even
really
you.
liked your response when you was like, I ain't gonna cap. I don't really listen to that many rappers
Yeah.
because I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, be what they on
I'm
for real.
not.
And that's the same thing I feel like a lot of us in Christian, especially the women, that we should do. Like, let's stop looking to one another to
Yeah.
piggyback off of, like, God gave, like my pastor always say when he put other people up to preach, he always be like, preach how you preach. Don't preach how nobody
Yes.
else preach.
Okay.
Cause your personality, like for example, I'm sorry, little brother, if you listening, but my little brother, ever since he got a relationship with God, like he's dumbing down his personality.
Whoa.
He's really like a goofy, energetic type person. Now he's more strict, more, you know what I'm saying? And I be talking to him about this. I be like, God still gave you that personality. God called me to be bold. And I used to be like how Legacy and you is, or I don't know how you is for real, but I'm just going off of what you said.
Yeah.
But like as far as like, it's not what you say, but how you say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And God said, yes, I gave you that boldness, but that's not the arena I
Wisdom.
asked you to use
That
it.
is
Use
so
it in.
good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So take that same boldness. Now I'm starting to realize when I tap into my anointing, like when I be at the altar call and I'm laying hands and I'm, you know what I'm saying,
People be
prophesying.
laid out, boy.
When that's like when I get bold,
Yeah.
that's what it's for.
Come on,
You know what I'm
sis.
saying? It's not for me to talk down on nobody
Yeah,
and
that's good.
talk over nobody because
That's
I know that I'm
good.
a natural talker. I have the wisdom and I have the
Yeah.
power to make you feel comfortable and uncomfortable.
Mm.
So whichever one I decide to do that's the one you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I
all
like
in
that.
all, God called you to be exactly who you are.
I love
your
that.
personality don't supposed to go away with your gift. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Your gift is supposed to open doors for you. It's supposed to make room for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Not the other way around.
I
Yes,
agree
ma'am.
with that.
Tip.
I definitely.
That's so good.
Go ahead, sis.
No, I was just gonna say I agree with that because I remember talking to I was talking to you Aaliyah on the phone and I was telling you like I went into prayer with God and I said, God, why don't I feel comfortable? Why do I feel like I'm not good enough to be doing this rap stuff? Why do I feel like I have to change so much of myself? Like, and he literally spoke to me and he said, because you're not being authentic. He was like, you're not doing it the way I told you to
Told
do
you
it.
you was cap.
And shut up. So I was like, well, what do you
Ben told you
mean?
this cat.
And I was like, well, what do you mean? And literally after that, he's like, you got to be more vulnerable in your music. Like you have a testimony
Yeah.
and you're
And
not
I
even
know I said
telling your
I told you
testimony.
myself about that.
No, facts. And it was like everybody compared me to, oh, you're the Christian Cardi B. And I was just like, I don't want to be Cardi B, nothing. Like I just want to be Miss Day.
Yeah.
And so that's that, you know, that whole thing when I spoke to him, I was like, all right, bet. Right after that, like, it's crazy how when you go into prayer with God and you listen and you hear him, he gave me a whole song. Literally wrote it. I was trying to study for my finals. And like,
That song fire too.
What
I
song
ain't
is
gonna
about
cap.
her?
Same
you ain't even heard it. It's called Still Hurt.
That jump fire.
Chris, send me that.
The little bit that I heard, that's on fire.
I was trying to study for my finals, and God said no. He was like, I just kept hearing it. I was like, all right, God, I hear you. And I started pulling out my computer, just start recording it. And it was just like a whole freestyle.
Yep.
And I was like, dang, like, all right, God, I feel you. All right, I'm going to tell my testimony.
And I love that because the week prior, you had just told me, you was like, Aaliyah, because when I had told you my testimony that God had told me to write, I had wrote this testimony song, and I had sent it to Miss Day, and she was like, Aaliyah, I'm trying to do that more. I'm trying to tap into my feelings more. I'm trying to tap into, where I've been and put it in my music. So for God, the following week, to give you this song, that was an answered prayer on the spot.
Period. And it was really inspired by, like, when I went into prayer, I was just like, yo, like, I just started praying to God and just asking Him for the things that because I'm real hard. I'm hard because of where I come from, what I've experienced, and I was just like, I want to be more vulnerable. I want to feel more, because let's just be honest, I have a problem with that. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, I can make you feel this small and not even care. And so I was just like, and when He gave me that song, I was like, dang. And I sent it immediately to her, because I really feel like you had something to do with that. Oh. Like, I really do feel like you had something to do with that, because when you wrote that song and you sent that to me, I was like, dang, this made me like, dang, I learned so much about you in what, 4 minutes? 3 minutes of a song. I was like, yo, this is what that type of music is what's gonna touch people. People don't want to always hear the good stuff about the Christian walk. People need to hear what you've been through so that they can see where you came from. Like, that's what's gonna bring people to Christ. Like, and so that's
because it's not relatable. If we're only talking about the end, we're only talking about the good part.
Period.
I realized when I was growing up that one of the reasons outside of my flesh and just my own temptations why I had an issue with staying on the right path is because I didn't see people that kept it 100.
Period.
Even within my family, when I use words like masturbation, porn, anything, they're like, and it's like, y'all was watching it. Right. Y'all had the threesomes. Y'all was out here. Yeah. Talk about it. Can I
you straight.
Oh, okay, y'all gotta let me know.
No, you good. No, you good.
Y'all.
Don't worry about that reaction, man.
Thank God for your deliverance.
I thought she was on some like,
he's praising God right now.
No. I was like, okay, he didn't.
Somebody give me a sheet. He about to fall out.
I've been delivered.
No, oh my God.
He's crazy. Don't worry about it.
But what, y'all, even when I just spoke publicly for the first time, and I was asked to share my testimony, and I was talking about the part of my life where I was dealing with women, and I pay attention to this was on Facebook specifically, but I pay attention to people that like my stuff all the time, and the core of the people that did not like this was my family.
Wow.
And not my sisters and y'all. I love y'all.
She don't lie.
But she letting everybody know,
like my older aunties and uncles, because that makes them uncomfortable. And so speaking about those things, like dealing with women, dealing with a dude that almost had me in jail.
It's a lot of us out here that need to hear that, though.
Yes, because what people are doing, people ain't sinning. They're just secretly doing it. And so I want to make it comfortable to talk about those things, because it's the secretness that keeps us muted. Yeah. But the freedom comes from talking about it. The freedom comes, I deal with that
being
too.
honest.
When I started talking about, just the spirit of homosexuality and lesbianism in general, when I started opening up, talking about DMs full. Yeah. From married people that said, dang, I'm struggling with this. Yeah. Dang, that's what I used to deal with. I still have a stronghold. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know what's so I'm sorry, DJ, but you know what's so powerful about what y'all doing? I know y'all spoke earlier about being, the beautiful faces of the feminism of CHH. But what's so powerful too is that most of the time, especially from very attractive women, you only get cute. Yeah. I rock Louis. I could get anybody I want. Yeah. Even in CHH. I'm bad. I'm a boss. I'm a this and I'm a that. And it came a point in time, I think I think it was either you or Day. I was like, yo, all of that is cool. Yeah. But you need to get into this testimony.
I think he might have said.
I told it to you. I was like, yo, Day, because we interviewed Day a while ago. I was like, yo, listen, all that stuff is cool. The Louis bags, we can see it. Yeah, right. The Bentley outside, we can see it.
Yeah, facts.
But the testimony is what is going to allow
people
you
free.
to.
I mean, because if we're talking about why we do this, the whole purpose is saving souls.
Yeah, the whole purpose.
The core, that's it. Yes, it's great that you enjoy it. Yes, it's great you can play it at your kid's birthday party. Yes, it's great you have something else to listen to.
Yeah.
But the moral of this story is to say, hey, we are coming for imperfect people. You have a place in the kingdom of God.
Period.
The gay people, you struggle with masturbation, you watching porn, you smoking, you getting high, you selling drugs, whatever it is. Jesus came for you, just like he came for me. And so when we talk about being a living testimony, it's great that to talk about David and Moses now, but they want to hear Miss Day. They want to hear TK.
Yeah.
They want to hear today's Moses, today's David, today's Jonas, today's Joseph.
Give it
and
to
so
them.
that's why I think it's so important is that they need to see it so that they can see, okay, there's another side to this. Again, back to me growing up, speaking to my mother, speaking to my auntie, speaking to the older generation. It was hopeless to think that I could live this lifestyle. It was hopeless to think like, okay, so I gotta be a virgin before I got married. Well, that didn't happen. So hell I go. Okay, no babies out of wedlock. Okay, talk to girls. Well, that marked me off the list. Okay, so this is for perfect people. This is not for me. I left the church for 2 years. I was done.
That's why
this ain't no place
that's
for me.
why people don't come to the
people
church.
don't come.
Because we've made salvation so hard.
Yeah. And it's not.
And they
I'm
be
like,
the main ones
God,
dealing with issues though.
Period. They just be doing it behind closed doors. They don't
That's
want
what I'm
nobody
saying.
air out their laundry
Nobody don't
because
see
they
it.
feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's like,
Because they can shut you up. They're gonna kick you out the church before it's too late.
Oh,
That's
that's
what's
my
up.
testimony.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
Especially if you
pregnant
know
before I
people.
got married. Church was done with us.
wow. I shot
See,
the club up
I
afterwards.
can't take that.
I shot the
because
club up
it's-
afterwards. You
it's-
ugly.
I shot the club up
Somebody
the
come
club-
get
Wait, who
him.
What?
She said that.
I shot the club up after I got married.
Oh, okay.
But I got kicked out for everything else. Dreads. Like,
They're not
one-
dreads. They're locks.
Oh, my
Yeah,
locks.
locks,
Yeah, my
yeah.
fault. I usually call them locks.
It's such a sad thing.
don't.
It's such a sad
don't.
thing to see the people that are doing the same thing judge you and make it impossible to like even Christianity isn't even attractive when we talk about the church because
That
we're
is
talking
so
about
true.
fake perfection.
Jesus.
This is why
This fresh leftovers after hours.
this is why y'all platform is so important. It's a pulpit. So
yeah.
so it's so many
That's
people
a
want to.
bar.
Some people want to
It
go
is.
and,
Hold
and
on,
be in
let
a
me write it
building.
down.
Oh, don't be stealing. Well, somebody already stole my boy stuff.
What you gonna do with
Somebody already stole my boy stuff. It's cool though.
you talking about?
Shut up.
in my mind.
But no, seriously, so many people want to run up to this pulpit, not noticing, especially for artists, like the reach that you guys have is broad. Is that the right word to use? It's broad. So most times you come to church, you got the same individuals. You have people that come and join that's cool and everything like that. But you guys, music goes to the world.
Yeah.
You have more effect on. That's why I say people gotta be careful of what you're saying, how you're carrying yourself, especially when you're saying you're a Christian or you're a
represent.
believer.
Period.
So what you say carries so much weight.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell, and I also tell people that God is hearing what you're saying.
Yep.
So if you're saying something for the world to hear, you still got to carry yourself in such a way.
Yeah.
Period.
And can we talk about another side that I don't know, but if y'all want to, but the personal freedom that comes from it.
Period.
So the goal is to save souls.
Facts.
But even when I started speaking about, and I said this when I was speaking, when I started talking about all the things that I dealt with and deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want to act like I'm sinless
You
and
free,
things
ain't you?
still don't
Yeah.
have.
Period.
Yeah, I'm definitely free. But there are things that still come up in my
Exactly.
mind. There are still things that I deal with. And when I continue to speak about it, Satan, you have no place. There's nowhere for you to hide. I keep exposing it. I keep putting light on every single area. So it's not even saving souls. I have to make it personal too. TK gotta stay free.
Exactly.
TK gotta get the chains. Keep the chains off of me.
Yeah.
And so it's not, again, it's the gospel. It's about saving souls, but it's about keeping me free too.
Yo,
This
Because
is
I'm not
changed-
too
this
far
is
from
changed
it.
to a
Because
whole
there's
nother
a
I'm not
thing.
far from this.
There's
That
a
was
difference
not
when
too long ago.
you free personally.
Yeah.
That will help you still, you know. And then with your freedom comes you helping other people.
It's contagious.
Yeah, but when you harbor all of these things in and you don't speak about them, depression, anxiety, all types of things will start to manifest
And
in
you
your
can get
spirit,
back
and
in
then
it.
you will start to feel like you're not
You'll go
good
back.
enough,
You
and
go
you'll
back.
start to backslide.
You go back in it.
Yeah, just like bro,
If nobody knows what you're going through,
Period.
I can't hold Miss Day accountable if I don't know she got a problem with such and such.
The first step to healing is acknowledging that you were broken in the first place, and a lot of people don't know that, and that's the reason. Like going to your, your aunts and your uncles and
Yeah.
stuff. The reason why, I was about to say the N word. People, because I'm so used to saying that word. Like the
I'm
reason
glad
why
you
people
did, sis.
are so
Negroes.
stuck.
Y'all
Especially
about to bleep it
traditional
out?
people, they're so stuck because traditional people cannot acknowledge the things that they need to heal from.
Yeah.
So they look at us like, oh, they doing
Y'all
this,
wild.
they
Y'all
doing
radical.
they doing too much. Like and even just speaking to like when you just said like the music be for us too. Like it's times when like I go back and I listen to that testimony rap and I'm like, oh God, you brought me through.
Period. You
Like,
start to get in your feelings.
It still make me I still get tears in my eyes when I rap some of the stuff. But like even this cypher rap, like it's 2 bars in there that I said that I really like was like, dang God, you did
really-
that.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
It make you even
Because
be
you
more,
was ignorant.
I
Yeah, you was ignorant.
But they did it first.
We
though.
just talked about that word earlier.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
But it's something you said. People from back in the day, they did a lot of sweeping things underneath the rug.
Facts.
Still do.
Still do.
And black people still do that.
White people too.
White people too.
Facts.
But I'm saying we're
Facts.
taught to be strong. You gotta be strong. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. But here's the thing. When you start to just like take it
it
out
off.
and you just be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
whatever, this is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
It's like you feel free, you feel good. You feel so much better. Like when I'm telling you, like I can relate to that
Facts.
personal freedom. You just be feeling so good. You like, man, I ain't got no chains on me. I'm
Yeah.
free.
So
Period.
real quick, Francesca, you had anything you wanted to say?
Yeah.
I feel like you had something.
Do.
Yeah, I was just
There's the mic
the
right
mic is
there
right next to you. I don't know if
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanted to chime in. The ladies are going in right now. We
No,
can't.
y'all are. I'm enjoying it. I'm just like, amen. Yeah, y'all preaching. No, I mean, I completely agree. Like Aaliyah, she had played the testimony.
Oh yeah.
Her track when she was doing my lashes. Plug. Get your lashes.
Okay, period.
That's how she promote her music.
And yeah, it is amazing what sharing your testimony can do. And actually, she just reminded me I have to put out this other song that I completely just forgot about, where I was sharing my testimony in, and like they said, like the chains that you have on you, they just can't stay.
Come
They
on.
can't stay.
Yeah.
And so I think it is important
Oh, man.
that when we're making music, I mean, y'all know the type of artist I am anyways. Like that's just I like more, vulnerable type of music, transparent music anyways. Just because it's not really a lot of people, like it's not like a lot of artists doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something like that will set you apart.
Yeah.
And I think that's one reason that I love doing that. And like we was talking about the previous album, Christian people don't really want to talk about what they've done because the shame is too heavy. It's like it's too heavy. They're too worried about what other people are going to say about them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really can't wait to see like what you guys do like after this. Like I'm really excited to hear more about you guys' testimony in general.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if I shared. I didn't my full testimony.
Yeah.
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 You gave us like the
No, y'all would not even.
I didn't know.
Y'all wouldn't believe.
you gave us the foreplay. We didn't even get
I gave you. I asked
I
him
don't
about
know.
it though. I asked him. I said, "Are you talking about pertaining to this album and Beauty for Ashley?"
Right,
He
right.
said, "Yes."
I did.
You did.
did.
I don't even
But
sound like me.
you did.
I want the whole thing. I want the foreplay.
I ain't gonna
Because you have to
care.
confirm. You have to confirm what someone's asking you. So 2015, when I moved here and I started doing music, I came out here to strip. I came
Oh,
out here
snap.
to be.
She was a stripper.
Yeah, I was a stripper.
I'm in
And
love with a
and
stripper.
the song that I just wrote, when I told you I was up late that night,
Oh, yeah.
was about that situation. It was about the materialism, and it was about
do it, or did you?
that I actually.
do it.
Actually a stripper?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you did. Okay.
Yes. Whole lifestyle. So you guys are talking about this as I just wrote this song like a few days ago. I just wrote this song. I just completed it, and I was telling you guys I was just crying, and I was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, you really did this. And so I think it is important that we share what we've been through because it makes it attainable.
Yeah.
It makes salvation attainable for people who look at people and just say like, you did this, you did that, and I'm just not ashamed anymore. Like when I first started, like when I went to church, I didn't want to raise my hands because I just didn't feel like I belonged. You know what I'm saying? I felt too far from God. Yeah. And I think when we share our testimonies, we get to let people know that God is seeking us. He's seeking us out. It doesn't matter if you're in a strip club. It doesn't matter if you're a drug dealer. It doesn't matter if, you know, you had a child out of wedlock. You deal with homosexuality. You deal with these things. He wants you. He wants you broken.
Facts.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, so he can put you back together. You can go and tell the world.
So,
period.
Yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? I love it. Like, I love sharing my testimony. I love sharing things that I've been through, things that I've encountered, drugs, just everything.
You did drugs too?
I know Legacy was going. I promise you.
You is Aggie.
Yes, people ain't. Not all this. See?
Yeah.
I said too. I'm talking about me. Shoot.
Oh yeah, you know, in that lifestyle, it's gonna be hard to be sober.
Yeah.
I just say that in that type of lifestyle.
Most girls do drugs to do what she was doing.
Yeah, period.
Because it take that filter off.
Period.
Like
that's why they be
y'all
looking
know
so
Shawnee
like
LaDon?
zombie-ish on the
Oh my
stage.
God, for real?
You said, does it make you zombie-ish?
Nah, that's why they be looking zombie-ish on the stage.
Oh, that's why they be depending on the drug you take.
Yeah, they be on it.
We gotta wrap up, y'all. Producer's mad.
You see his arms
Text me
folded?
twice. Look at his arms folded. He's mad. This is great stuff. But yo, as you was talking, and we're gonna go on break on this one and come back in. But you was talking about, I think it was Miss Day that said that we allowed a lot of people to put a lot of chains on us, right, through this Christian journey. And as you was talking, it took me back to the story of Lazarus. What I found like was so dope, like. They told Jesus, they was like, yo, Lazarus is sick. Yeah. And I'm about to wrap up. I promise you, I gotta get this off.
I'll go ahead, man.
They told Jesus Lazarus was sick, right? Jesus was just like, all right, cool. It's sickness, but it's not to death. Like, don't worry about it. And we all know the story. Fast forward 4 days later. 4 days later, Lazarus died, and then Jesus showed up 4 days later. Now, what I found was so interesting, right? The word already went through that Jesus spoke life, right? It's not to death. It's just sickness. When Jesus showed up and Jesus called Lazarus out the grave, Lazarus came hopping through, right?
Yeah.
He came out. But then what happened immediately after that? Jesus told the people to loose him. And I asked God, I was like, why? And it was like, because I didn't put the chains on him. Oh yeah, we out on that.
You sure that was what it was?
You know what I'm saying? But like, for real though, he was like, yo, I didn't put the chains on him.
That wasn't me.
If you think about it, man, it's crazy. Because we allow religion to put chains on us that Jesus told us he was free.
But we ain't gonna do that because we got to go to break.
We're free in Christ, but religion put those chains on us.
It's the
Tradition put those chains on us.
I could go.
Oh man, real quick, I just want everybody to go around, give y'all socials out real quick so everybody know where to follow y'all, and we get up out of here, man. TK, talk to him.
Yep. You can find me everywhere at TK Lee. That is TKLEE. Spotify, YouTube. Watch the videos, listen to the music, stream it, do all that good stuff. Also, my podcast with my husband, The Ewables. I gotta drop that with my sexy fine husband, Big Daddy. Y'all gotta tap in. We talk about everything. Oh, can I?
Keep going.
What? You can go.
You don't said sexy. You don't said the other two words together.
They gonna get us on here
already. So you.
Y'all gotta tap in if y'all want wholesome, but keep it 100, keep it raw. But we talk about everything. If y'all don't want regular church, come to the Ewables podcast on YouTube.
How you spell that?
Is
religion church.
That is the THE. Ewables is IWEGBUS. Ewables. Just follow me, TK Lee.
With the S.
If y'all follow TK Lee, y'all gonna find us.
Awesome.
Where I am, he is.
Oh,
I like
that.
Period. How y'all do it?
That's a bar.
You wanna do per?
You might want to write that down.
All right, yo. Day, let them know they can follow you.
Yes, you can follow me at Miss Day,
She just switched up the whole
MSDAY_ on everywhere.
Awesome.
Okay.
I was about to say something again.
Go ahead.
I thought
Is
you
that
were
my child?
That was a kid. That's what I was saying.
I was listening. Like, is that my child screaming? So yeah, you can find me. Did I say it already?
Yeah.
I said that. Oh yeah, and shameless plug.
Don't plug no other radio show.
No, period. The bottom line. The bottom line, period. Make
Bottom
sure
line, we
y'all
Xing that out.
Make sure it's me and the ladies. Stop playing with us.
Facts.
My bad.
Man, as always, I know where to find us.
I'm
We ready to go.
She about
Per
to hit this.
usual, y'all already
usual.
know. I am
Lashes,
CEO
all
AALIYAH.
that.
Y'all can Google me. You can find me.
Google.
Yes. I can Google y'all too.
No, we
I
didn't say
definitely
that though.
Google. I
You can
Google.
say that here. We
I
say
Google.
it.
I
Okay, we
Google
say
TK
it.
Lee. I
She
can
pop
find
up,
her
but
for sure.
mine's pop up multiple sclerosis.
Whoa,
MS. Multiple sclerosis. However you say the word.
Yeah.
That's what pop up.
Multiple
MS
sclerosis.
Day.
Multiple sclerosis.
We've been trying to fix it. I don't know.
Nah, you like Legacy right now, so
It does.
My joint, mine's is Legacy to Prince,
you can't. He
and
ain't
it always pops up the Legacy of Prince.
he'll never be
You
Googled.
ain't never gonna find me ever. You're never.
That's all
I
right.
can't compete with that. You crazy?
Nah, you can't.
Probably will be able to soon.
When? Prince? Nah,
You
it's
better
good.
put them heels on and them tight
Whoa.
pants.
With the chaps, with the yams out in the back.
You know Prince know what them heels now. He started that.
And
Don't
performed
try
in
him.
them.
And performed in them. Don't play with him. He was the original stripper.
Yeah.
All right, CVMA, talk to him real quick.
What's poppin'? What's cracking, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. Y'all can follow me at cvma.co. And my personal page is LEENA_BONITA.
Why you ain't say the whole thing this time?
All right, DJ. Google DJ, and eventually you'll find Fresh Leftovers. You find me, it'll find back.
Well, dang.
Anyway, it's time to go.
Make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, man.
Subscribe.
Everything, all the socials.
Like,
It's
comment,
time to go to
subscribe,
Also,
bed.
share.
anybody know the link for the Gospel Hip Hop Awards? Get your tickets, people.
It's in my bio.
It's in everybody's bio. Go ahead and get your tickets.
By the
in
time
my
this air is
bio.
gonna be out. Over. It's just
All right, y'all.
cutting it out. So.
We catch y'all next week. We love you all. Fresh Leftover Squad. Peace.
Bye.
What's up, Kingdom? It's your girl, CEO AALIYAH, with the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show. And I just want to remind y'all to make sure that you are tapping into our YouTube channel. I know you love what you just seen. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your sister, anybody you got to tell. Get the word out. Let us be known.